For the massive prize villa worth 50 crore rupees, the girl, Mary, was looking for a fake husband, Gu. While living together, they started developing feelings for each other, but her deceitful ex-boyfriend suddenly returned, desperately trying to meet the woman, constantly harassing her and begging her to reconcile. One day, Mary's ex-boyfriend accidentally came to the villa area and unexpectedly saw Mary and Gu. Just as Gu was about to hug Mary, Mary spotted her ex-boyfriend and immediately pulled Gu down, crouching low to hide. The ex-boyfriend, unable to see clearly, thought it was someone else who looked like Mary, so he didn't think deeply about it. Although Mary was safe from this danger for the moment, she was very worried. If her ex-boyfriend ever found out about the existence of this villa, he would definitely try every kind of effort to snatch it away. Gu suggested that when that time comes, the two of them could save the house together. But Mary did not want any more connection with her ex-boyfriend's family and prayed in her heart that her ex-boyfriend would not bother her anymore so that she could successfully pass the 3 months and sell the house. However, the persistent ex-boyfriend rushed to the office to meet her. He lied that he was repeatedly struggling with indecision between his new girlfriend and Mary, but had finally chosen Mary. But by then, Mary understood the true face of his ex-boyfriend's family, and every word he said seemed irritating to her. She heartlessly drove him away. After getting rid of the ex-boyfriend's trouble, Mary concentrated fully on her work. A few days later, her gift box, designed for Ming Jun Tang, successfully came to market. To enhance its specialty, she had invited a famous Buddhist poet who created cards with philosophical quotes to be placed inside the gift box. Gu was very satisfied with Mary's design and quickly completed the packaging work, starting to send Ming Jun Tang's products to large malls and customers. But on the day the delivery began, the scandal of the Buddhist poet causing a disturbance on an airplane while drunk was exposed. Fearing damage to Ming Jun Tang's reputation, Gu quickly arranged for the team to stop the delivery drivers and ensured that the cards inside the gift boxes were removed before the product reached the customers. Everyone started working separately, and most of the products on the delivery route were quickly stopped. However, one package had already been delivered to the doorstep. Gu immediately rushed to that address, and while opening the delivery box outside the door, he was attacked by the homeowner's dog and narrowly escaped. In that critical moment, Mary took out a piece of dried meat she had with her and fed it to the dog, successfully stalling for time and helping Gu remove the card. After the work was done, Gu noticed that Mary had not only dried meat but also jelly candy and red chili peppers. So he carefully lifted her bag onto his shoulder so Mary wouldn't have to carry the extra burden. Jiwayu's uncle reported to the grandmother that the marketing team had successfully resolved the gift box incident. He did not want to credit Jiu for this success, so he deliberately stated it was the collective effort of the entire marketing team. But the grandmother still praised Jiwayu's management and acknowledged his capability, even reminding the uncle to assist Gu well. The uncle, despite his reluctance, did not dare to express his anger. As he was leaving the office, he unexpectedly saw the minister's wife, whom he had killed, who had come to meet the grandmother. The minister's wife had found a financial report while organizing her husband's belongings and brought it, thinking it might be useful to the company. When the grandmother saw the financial report, her expression became extremely serious. The uncle was afraid that his secret of embezzlement might be exposed, so he quickly called the woman in America and told her to cancel the consulting company and restaurant in her name so that there would be no evidence. No one could have imagined that the woman who answered the phone was the uncle's second wife. The two of them had secretly established a household in America and had a 7 or 8-year-old son. At this time, Gu brought coffee for the uncle, coming to thank him for helping solve the gift box problem last time. The uncle hurriedly covered the financial report with papers, but due to his nervousness, the coffee accidentally spilled. While helping to clean up, Gu accidentally saw the financial report, where the name of the consulting company was clearly written. Seeing this, the uncle quickly snatched the report back. Gu pretended not to have seen anything and politely left the office. The next day, Gu and Mary went out together. On the way to drop Mary off at her company, Mary received another phone call from her ex-boyfriend, but she hung up immediately without thinking anything. The frustrated ex-boyfriend desperately tried to figure out how to win Mary's heart. His sister, who had broken up with her rich boyfriend, reminded him not to contact Mary anymore. They had insulted and driven Mary's mother away for money a few days ago, which made the situation very awkward. The ex-boyfriend felt that his sister and mother were his opponents, and at the same time, he assumed that this was why Mary was angry and ignoring him. To apologize, he immediately rushed to Mary's office to meet her. As he got out of the car, he suddenly saw Mary and Ji-Yu coming out together. To confirm their relationship, the ex-boyfriend secretly followed Ji-Yu's car to the villa area. Unaware of the danger, Ji-Yu was about to drop Mary off and leave, but he suddenly saw the owner of the house opposite coming out. He hurriedly entered the house with Mary. With their wedding photo hanging on the wall of the room and his own belongings placed in various spots, Ji-Yu felt as if they were truly living together. To hide his excitement, he offered to help Mary hang the curtains. Mary didn't want to bother him, so she only asked him to fix the hooks, saying she would do the rest herself. The joyful Ji-Yu inadvertently spoke his mind, saying that a husband is supposed to be useful at a time like this. Realizing his slip-up, he hastily tried to explain that he didn't mean it, but in his haste, he touched the shower faucet and was instantly soaked. Mary stepped forward and started wiping Ji-Yu's clothes. When Ji-Yu reached out to do it himself, he grabbed Mary's hand. The atmosphere suddenly became romantic. Feeling a bit awkward, Ji-Yu wanted to get closer to Mary and invited her to have lunch together the next day. Mary happily agreed. After his clothes had dried somewhat, Ji-Yu left Mary's house. The ex-boyfriend, hiding in the shadows, confirmed his appearance and was certain that he was the person who was with Mary that day. Unaware of the coming danger, when Mary went out to throw away the garbage, the ex-boyfriend appeared beside her like a ghost and demanded to know what she was doing here and what her relationship with Ji-Yu was. As Mary tried to find an excuse, the ex-boyfriend saw the garbage in her hand and assumed on his own that she was working here as a maid. Mary played along with his assumption and lied that it was her friend's house, and since no one was staying there recently, she was staying and looking after it. But the ex-boyfriend did not give up. He refused to leave without knowing who Ji-Yu was to Mary and followed Mary into the courtyard, asking if she was having an extramarital affair. Mary became angry, asking why he cared who she associated with, as he was the one who had the extramarital affair. The ex-boyfriend stepped forward and held Mary's hand, apologizing on behalf of his mother. When Mary still refused to forgive him, he patiently advised her that she was not appreciating his kindness, and since he had apologized, she should accept it. He even covered his face and knelt, begging Mary to forgive him. Mary, in anger and anxiety, shouted that she did not need his apology and only wanted to end all ties with him forever. The ex-boyfriend felt that Mary's reaction was suspicious, and he suspected that the villa belonged to Ji-Yu and that Mary had gotten involved with Ji-Yu before breaking up with him. So he forced his way into the room to look for proof. Fearing he would see the wedding photo on the wall, Mary immediately clapped her hands to use the sound control to turn off the lights. Then she tried to grab him and push him out. One was pulling him out, and the other was desperately trying to stay inside. Since Mary's strength was less than her ex-boyfriend's, she accidentally let go of his hand, causing the ex-boyfriend to fall heavily on the floor and become unable to move. A helpless Mary was forced to take him to the hospital. The doctor informed them that the ex-boyfriend had a broken wrist and a strained thigh muscle, so he had to be hospitalized for treatment. The ex-boyfriend seized the opportunity to act shamelessly and demanded that Mary must stay by his side and take care of him. Mary reluctantly could not leave the hospital and was troubled, forgetting about the lunch with Ji-Yu. Ji-Yu waited a long time but did not see Mary, so he called her to check on her. Mary did not want to worry him, so she lied that a friend was injured and she was taking care of her friend at the hospital. A disappointed Ji-Yu was preparing to leave when he suddenly received an invitation from Jing Jing to eat together. He went to the hospital to meet Jing Jing, but unexpectedly, he saw Mary in the corridor, walking while supporting her ex-boyfriend. The ex-boyfriend saw Ji-Yu and deliberately pulled Mary to his chest as if to mock him, showing that their relationship was very close. A devastated Ji-yu immediately pulled Mary away and lifted the ex-boyfriend onto his shoulder, wanting to quickly send him to the ward before he could even cry out. Mary realized Ji-yu was very angry, so she hurriedly explained that she had lied about the injury being a friend's because she did not want to worry him, and she was here taking care of her ex-boyfriend because she was afraid that the ex-boyfriend might cause trouble and make them lose the house. At this moment, Mary was surprised and did not understand why Ji-yu was so angry. The episode ends here. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for the next episode.